fly, hey, hey, please stay. Don't fly, hey, hey, please stay. Don't fly, hey, hey.
And I really got present to my brothers. I have 2 brothers that I haven't been around all my life, you know. And you know, I just turned 35 May 18th. So I wanted to just send them love and connect with them on a level of some kind. So a lot of that first round, I was focused on my family, my mom and my dad, you know, and my children and my woman, you know what I mean? Just my relationships in the world that kind of came to head. So just healing them and asking for forgiveness and forgiving and extending love, you know, to everybody. So a lot of it was dealt with that, and then riding the waves of the slight nausea, not even a lot, the slight nausea that would come and go like that. So then I don't know how long it was. I was just kind of like, wait, this is it? Like this, I'm done, like this. I'm kind of like, for real, this is it? Oh, okay, well, I'm good. You know, I don't feel like I want to puke or anything. I'm like, good. So he opens it up for a second round. 3 rounds total, where you can come up whenever you feel the need. So I'm like, round 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing round 2, baby. I'm good. Other people had already purged. Were already going through an experience, you know? So that is one thing I found out immediately, that the experience is individual to the person. Always. No video, not even this one, can prepare you for an ayahuasca experience. It's just impossible, because the plant's gonna deal with you in a specific way, not like anyone else. Puking, probably you might puke, you might not puke, right? So round 2, I go up, bang it back, woo, you know? And then I go sit down again. And I'm tired, I'm like sleepy at this point. Because I don't know how much time has passed, but I'm like, dude, I know I will be sleeping right about now. Like, I know it. So I'm like, so tired. And they say you have to sit up nice and straight, you know, so that your head's above your heart and it's evenly distributed and you don't get nauseous. So I'm like, man, I feel the least bit nauseous whatsoever. I'm laying down, right? So I lay down, right? Boom, I'm laying down. I maybe slept for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, right? And then like I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm up. So I just sit up, right? And I forgot to mention they give you a bucket in case you want to puke. If you gotta take a dump, you gotta go outside. It's just the bottom line. And we shitting in the buckets, man, come on. So, I'll leave it for that. So I'm like, I sit up, right? And I'm like, you know? And then it's like, I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm gonna go back to the room, you know, because Jody chose not to do it, which I love and I respect her. I'm gonna go back with my girl and just lay down, man. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna go lay down and come back. Like I was walking around outside, right? It's like, I'm just gonna go lay down. So then I get the urge, like, yo, now's your time to purge. Now's your time to release anything that you've been holding on to. And I'm like, man, was that for real? Like, okay. So, and I swear to God, I did not feel nauseous whatsoever. I'm like, okay, now's my time to purge. I thought I'd cry or something, right? I'm like, okay, just in case, let me grab the bucket. So I grab the bucket, right? Boom. Got the bucket here. Like, I think I puked like 3 times. It's like 1, 2, 3. 1 for each plane, right? You know, the divine, the astral, and the physical. And then that was it, right? So I puked and I was so grateful, because I was thinking to myself, like, this is bunk. I might have to go for round 3 and I'm sleepy. No. Boom, I purged all of it out. And what I attached to it was like, all my self-worth issues, jealousy, envy, lack of consciousness. I attached all that to it as it was coming out. And after I puked, I was done. Like, I had nothing left. So I put the bucket down, I sit back, and I'm like, I can't explain it. It was like, it's very interesting. It's kind of like, for me, it was kind of like being high, but in complete control. I don't know if you know what I mean. I've had some great herb in my life, like great herb. But sometimes you can get so high that you're just like stuck. You know what I'm saying? Just like stuck. And I hate that feeling. I hate not being able to just do things when I want to do them, you know? Same thing about being drunk. I haven't been drunk in years. Like drunk? Years. I got drunk one time when I was like 19 or something like that, man. I was like, I'm never doing this again, because I'm not in control of myself. I can't function. You know what I'm saying? So I like to be able to function in my environment. And this was kind of like having a sense of like highness transcendentalness, but but kind of like observing the situation and being able to be articulate at the same time, which was extremely powerful and important for me. So anyway, so boom, right? I'm like, woo! I'm like super, like, I don't even know, like, not dizzy, kind of like, and then I see like a grid, an energy grid system of sacred geometry. So it was like, zoom, right? Like intense, and zoom, then gone. So I was like, oh, that's deep. Because for me, this experience wasn't about seeing the shapes and the energy fields and all that. Like, that's not, it wasn't for me this time. For me, I saw it, but it wasn't the predominating experience for me. What actually happened was I began to then download things from my ancestors. I began to see the faces of the Indians, the Chinese, the Egyptians, and the Latin American, the traditional Indians of the land. You know, like I felt and saw my ancestors, and they were just speaking to me about things in my life and about the earth, and showing me, like, I was like getting flashbacks of this, my regular days through life. Like my life and how I have fun with people and make them laugh and we have a good time, and just how I connect with people. And I didn't realize the importance of that about myself. So the plant was actually showing me myself and speaking through my blood to me, activating my DNA and speaking through my lineage in words that I can understand. And it was a completely amazing experience. And then I became like a panther, no, puma, right? Puma, right? A puma, and a snake, and a puma. Like I was going, like, the trip. I had my friends, I had Maria here, and I had my friend Patty, Gloria. Like, I'm like, I hope they don't think I'm going crazy. I hope they don't think I'm going nuts, because I was a puma. I was like an animal totem. I was a puma, boom, then I was a snake, right? Then I was a puma again, so I was going through these animal modalities, right? And enjoying it. I mean, it was cool. I was sitting down. I didn't have to go poop. I wasn't nauseous. I was filled with the spirit, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going through these things, and then it settles down because Nicola, the whole time, is playing music, which is such an integral part of my life, but especially in the ayahuasca ceremony. The music is what actually grabs you from the astral realm and anchors you back down so you don't go too far. So him and his wife singing those very sweet songs allowed me to continue to be anchored here in the earth realm and integrate what the astral was sending to me. So I would go back and forth between the animal totems and then kind of like being lulled by the medicine songs that were going on. So it was an amazing experience. And then at the end of that, the animal totems, they both came to me like, boom, and they were like, we're your allies now. And we love you, we're your allies. We're your allies. So I attributed that to maybe my animal nature that I have that sometimes causes me trouble. Claro? Like sometimes gives me habits and tendencies that aren't always the best for me. Now, working with me. My habits now and my desires working with me. And it felt so liberating, actually. To see a higher view of myself so that I can hold myself with the proper respect, right? And then to make friends with maybe the animal desires and tendencies that I try to fight sometimes with my practice and my spirituality, now surrendering to each other so that we can work together, you know, so completely amazing. Then I didn't do round 3. I was good, you know, I didn't need to do round 3. Like I'd seen everything I needed to see, heard everything I needed to hear, and I was good, you know, I was good. And I asked the plant, I said, should I do a round 3? And she said, no. Like, you know, you're good. Stay with the moment. So I just stayed with the moment. And then he closed the ceremony and we shared, you know. And it was a beautiful thing. And then one thing I did notice was I couldn't sleep. I was like up, you know. And then we went in at around 8 o'clock. We got out around 5 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So it was a long day, long night into the morning. And to come out into Pisac and see all the stars, like almost like 3D, you know, literally 3D in the nebulas, the clouds, in the stars. I don't know what that's called. I think it's called nebula, I don't know. But it was just to walk out and to feel the air, the mountain air, to see these beautiful mountains being lit up by stars. Amazing. amazing. So you can only imagine, like I was feeling spectacular, you know what I mean? Feeling spectacular. So, and that was before the full moon. That was the 14th. So did that, boom, that was dope.
Hey, hey, please stay, don't fly. Hey, hey, please stay, don't fly.